the journey is personal regardless.
Yeah. He didn't really proud of himself. Like, me making it all through to the end is would be.
That's when you make it to the end.
Yeah, it's trying to make me feel better. Like,
Guys, I think it's safe to say that Dede's three fishes are back in her hands. But what is even this friction between Ivatar and Mensan?
I'm treating nice. You abused my father. I get angry at you. You're still angry at me for being angry at you. So now you makes sense. You didn't even apologize properly.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, talking the Big Brother Naija show season 10. 10 over 10, no zero, no minus, 10 over love, 10 over drama, 10 over confusion and gbas and everything in between. Ladies and gentlemen, first things first, I hope you have subscribed to my channel. Secondly, yesterday was hilarious. Yesterday was so unpredictable, like I still cannot believe that Victory is out of the house with Jasmine at the same time. I mean, so funny. But today I'd like to talk about the likes of Dede and our interesting conversation with Kola. So, early this morning, we had this conversation with Kola. I said we. Dede and Kola had a conversation where she was motivating him. So, from all the titles I've been giving, or aside from all the titles I've been giving Dede before, a new title that I'll be giving her will be Motivator, because I've been seeing that she has been dropping some gems. So I think that probably Kola was in his feelings this morning and they were having a conversation immediately after their workout session. And you can see that she's just motivating him, telling him to be himself, you know, be proud of who he is, not care about anybody in the house, just focus on his game and things like that. And I like sometimes the way this girl thinks, because I think from the beginning, she's one of the housemates that has been very aware of the fact that she's here to play a game. She's not here to come and be dilly-dallying. She's not here to come and be doing kumbaya with everybody. And in as much as Kola was listening, it was like there's a thin line between being self-aware and being selfish. And I really do understand. And he was arguing, saying that, you know, sometimes you might forget that you're trying to be self-aware or put yourself first and then move into being selfish. She went back and forth encouraging this guy, telling him that he's beautiful. Anybody that wants to get to know him will get to know him. Anybody that's not accepting for who he is all well and good, but focus on your game. And so while she was talking to Kola early this morning, I could see that JCJ was passing and coming back and going, and I was like, oh my God. Because in case you do not know, Kola, JCJ and Dede are now good. So that's fish number 2. I should stop calling them that. But anyways, Jason J and Dede are good. So our friends are already like back together. And then talking about the head of house challenge, which was quite tasking, especially the last part that actually had Jason J becoming the head of house. I was like, sometimes in life you really have to do what you have to do to get to where you want to be. Because that head of house title is something that Jason J really wants. And he had to just do that. Anyways, he became the head of house and he picked somebody interesting. While I was still thinking that who would this guy pick, he went on to pick Koyi. And I know that some of you have been saying, why would he pick Koyi? What about all the girls in the house? Do you see the drama? If he had picked Dede, the drama that would have happened. If he had picked Sultana, the drama that would have happened. If he had picked Joanna, the drama that would have happened. So I think that it's best that he did pick Koyi. Koyi, number one, is strong. Koyi is young. Koyi is somebody that Jason J actually likes. And let's say we are even talking about the fact that Koyi is close with Dede, right? It doesn't still matter, because at the end of the day, I think that Jason J is so smart that he will want to keep his enemies closer, if you get what I mean. But going back to Kola and Dede's conversation, they went on and on until Big Brother takes the camera away, or Kayode takes the camera away. And while I was looking at the fact that this girl was trying to motivate this guy to be better, I kind of remembered that Dede was the one that spoke to Jason J, telling me that, guy, you have to put your head in the game. You've been lagging behind. You've not been performing well during tasks and everything. You have to come back to the game. And before we knew what was happening, right, Jason J became head of house. So I think that, you know, these guys have seen the value that Dede brings to the table. She's more than just her body. She's more than just the brains and the games that she's playing. She's actually giving more to their friendship. In fact, the three of them. So for people that have been condemning and been saying that this girl is moving with 3 guys, she's controlling them, it is where somebody sees value that the person stays. Do you understand what I mean? Thank you. Now, before I even go to talk about Ivatar and Mensan situation, I would quickly like to drop this one. K-Bobo is back into the kitchen. And I think that instead of arguing about it, you can take K-Bobo out of the kitchen, but you cannot take the kitchen out of K-Bobo. Or you can take the kitchen out of K-Bobo, but you cannot take K-Bobo out of the kitchen. So after the eviction show yesterday, and Ibuka had talked about the fact that, see, K-Bobo, we only see you in the kitchen. Today, K-Bobo was like, see, I am not going to enter the kitchen today.
I don't know, but I don't want to enter that kitchen like that. Bro, what you know you can do best. I'm not going to allow anything to pull you down. True.
In fact, Kibaba was like, I will not even enter the kitchen for the entire week. I just want to take care of myself. I just want to relax. Mensan, poor Mensan, was hungry and he was like, see, Kibaba, don't listen to what the world has to say about you. Please, just do you. Do you, please, I'm dying. And then Kibaba, before you knew what was happening, he was, within seconds, he was back into the kitchen. I was like, see guys, let's just accept that Kibaba's major part of this show would be that he will be in the kitchen. I know that sometimes he leads the gym session or the workout sessions in the morning, and then sometimes he has conversations with the likes of Ivatar, but most of the time he's always in the kitchen. Let's just accept it like that and then move on from it.
Maybe Sultana to sleep on your bed. We're not doing anything. Me and you were friends. You said if I could him, you will scatter this house. Scatter him now. Scatter it.
Now, talking about the issue between Ivatar and Mensan, last night, guys, Ivatar went off on Mensan. She was just talking and spiraling. And I was wondering, like, what would have caused it? So according to Ivatar, right, number one, she accused Mensan of always keeping malice. She accused Mensan of always talking to other people about her and not talking to her directly, saying that majorly whenever they have an issue, he's always like keeping quiet from her and everything. She now goes on, because she was really angry and she was really spiraling, she goes on to reveal that allegedly Mensan, because I cannot confirm it, Mensan insulted her late father, and she was just like very angry and saying that this guy should just leave her alone, leave her name off his mouth, not talk about her again, just leave her alone. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. Because she was angry, she kept on talking about the fact that number one, Mensan does not like Dede, and he's only managing Dede because of Bryce. She went on to review their conversation. She went on to review the issue between Kebobo and Mensan, saying that Mensan does not like the fact that she's always talking to Kebobo. And I was like, okay, because I remember that, Mensan was having a conversation with Ivatar earlier, and she was trying to explain the reason he was not happy that Ivatar was having a conversation with Kebobo. And that was when Kebobo accused him of stealing bread, and they were having an issue. And then he said that being the fact that Ivatar is his friend, right, he did not expect that she would be friends with Kebobo, knowing that he's angry at Kebobo and they're fighting. So she just kept on talking about the fact that, okay, right now, anytime she's talking to Kebobo, he's always angry, he's always feeling like that. Now, in case you do not know, Ivatar likes Kebobo. She does. And I think she has tried to make her move with Kebobo a lot. But Kebobo is focused on the kitchen. He's so focused. So Kebobo is just taking things slow and all of that. So she was just angry at the fact that, oh, this guy is just trying to control her, he's trying to do this, he's trying to create a certain narrative about her. And all through the time she was speaking, guys, Mensan said nothing. And I was wondering, he just kept on smiling. I was wondering, Mensan, don't you have anything to say about this? Mensan was quiet, but later on he was talking to Koyi.
You know that kind of place they try to cook up something. So my brother was like, oh, come on for this place.
Telling Koyi how he and Sultana had an issue, why he and Sultana even had an issue in the first place. And the reason they both had an issue was because there was a time early in the season where Sultana and Ivatar had a back and forth about the kitchen floor being wet and all of that. And then he tried to talk to Sultana about it, but Sultana shut him up, saying he should go and meet his wife, Ivatar, and all of that. And sometimes, Sultana makes certain comments about her body, don't touch me, don't do this or don't do that, right? So he was just trying to avoid this lady called Sultana. Later on, Mensan was talking to Joanna and another housemate, and he revealed that, Ivatar is saying her own right now. Ivatar is saying that he makes certain advances towards her. Ivatar is saying that he's trying to make some funny jokes about her body and all that, and that Ivatar does not like it. But Ivatar is forgetting that sometimes there was a time she actually poked his private parts. I was like, Mensan, what are you talking about? And it was a lot of things that he has had to endure from Ivatar that he's not talking about, but Ivatar is the only one making noise. And Joanna was like, when she was speaking, why didn't you say anything? And he said he didn't want to make noise about it. And I was like, no. If at that point, right, Ivatar was spiraling or washing your dirty linen in public, you had every right to also speak up. You had every right to say something at that point. Because, of course, I understand that they always say that, nothing really matters in the house. It's only the audience that matters. But he should have said something. Anyways, probably he said he didn't want to make everything dirty. He didn't want to make things dramatic. That's the reason why he decided to keep quiet. But I think at this juncture, it would just be best for Ivatar and Mensan to go their separate ways. I kind of feel bad because I remember one of my episodes I talked about some of the friendships in the house that are genuine and cool, especially the male-female friendships. And I did spotlight Ivatar and Mensan. I feel like I probably rushed it because he doesn't seem as what he looks like when it comes to these two people. So I think that right now it's just best for them to just keep their distances and everybody will be cool. I do not know how long Ivatar has to stay in the house, but I know that Mensan still at least is safe for the week, right? So let's see how it goes with Ivatar and all of that. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section, whether she's angry because of the way he is or because of something she's not getting from him. Because people have been accusing Ivatar, saying that, oh, she probably made advances to Mensan was not bulging, but somehow I thought it was Mensan actually liked Ivatar, and Ivatar did not kind of like him that way. She kind of liked somebody else. Her crush is somebody else who is capable. So I would like to know what you think about this whole drama in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to come to an end, believe it or not. And it has been an interesting ride so far. We have about a month to go and some few days. So let's see how it goes. We do not know who's going to be leaving next and all of that. However, when it comes to the head of house challenge, guys, today we'll be having the head of house challenger. And somehow I feel like it's best that Big Brother does not announce any task for the head of house challenger. Let Jason J hold it, and this is the reason I'm saying so. The reason I'm saying so is because yesterday's head of house challenge was yucky. I mean, it was really, and I think that these guys, I know that you have to work hard to get to where you are or where you want to be, but I think that it's just valid to allow Jason J just reign this week because that task was just so much. I know he competed with the likes of Doris, who is also quite competitive, and since he has already picked Coin, there's all is well in the house. It's sometimes good to just add a bit of spices to it. I personally like the head of house challenger, but looking at the particular challenge that they had yesterday, people actually probably let it go. You should just let this one go. Let me know what you think about that too in the comment section. I got you more right here. Until next time, remember to enjoy every moment.